This is my code for paddle 1, and I named it paddle 1 up here in this little box. You make sure you change yours to paddle 1. And I'm going to draw my own costume for paddle 1 by clicking this little paint a new sprite costume. I'm just going to make a little rectangle. That's probably big enough for a paddle. Now you don't have to use rectangles. You can make your own sprite or get something online if you want. A little ping pong paddle, that would be also cool. And if I go back here to script, now instead of recopying this thing for paddle 2, what you could just do is duplicate your sprite. So if I go down here to paddle 1 and I just hit duplicate, boom, there it is. That's paddle 2. Now I'll just go to paddle 2. I'm on paddle 2 right now, and I'm going to name it paddle 2. I mean, this is the default, but I'm just going to call it paddle 2. And of course, paddle 2 is the same code, except I want it to start at X position positive 185, and I'm going to use the arrow keys, the up and down arrow key to move it. And let's just make sure this works. I can actually run it at this point. Now I do have some code for the ball here as well to make the ball move, but if I run it right now, it should kind of work. Now it's not a very exciting game because it just bounces off the paddle, and you can see that when it hits paddle 1, it goes towards paddle 2, and when it hits paddle 2, it goes towards paddle 1. Most of the code is for the ball sprite. As a matter of fact, you will not need to add anything for paddle 1 and paddle 2. These sprites are already complete. This code is complete and everything. And this is going to keep repeating until the game is over. So obviously you're going to need a global variable called game over. And at the beginning, of course, the game over is false. But when the players get up to a certain score, as soon as the first player does, you're going to set game over to true, and that's going to end the program. There's a few tricky things that you need to work out here, but I think you can handle it. All right, good luck.